you are gradually relaxing. I mean, when I go around. Oh, how are you? John, how many you are here? Go to your office. I'll play with my job. I hope my job is safe. Yes, very well. Safe and secure.
Please, we need you to understand. Provision was made for only 100 persons for this ceremony. So please, bear with us. We have planned more than that. The audit had its way, and provision was made for only 100. Please bear with us.
You just squeeze in now. Let me come out. Let me go on.
Committee Chairman, sir. Professor Berale. Professor Berale. And then we need a roll call of committee members. Committee members, because on the platform, I see only 42 names. I see only 42 names. If we are more than those on the platform, we cannot go, please. We made arrangements for 42 for committee members. Anything outside that, we cannot go. Chairman, help me. Please rise. The Lillian Vice-Chancellor. The Vice-Chancellor, University of Benin, Professor Lillian, Salami, other principal officers of our great university, distinguished professors here present, other senior members of staff here present, gentlemen of the press, members of the ceremonial committee, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed my pleasure to welcome you to this very special event, which is a press briefing by the Vice-Chancellor of the University of Benin ahead of the 46th and 47th Convocation ceremony of the university. Before we invite the pressmen who are here to introduce themselves and their organizations, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please meet our 10th substantive Vice-Chancellor, who is also the co-chairperson, Committee of Vice-Chancellors of Nigerian Universities, an internationally recognized Vice President, Association of African Universities. Professor Lillian, thank you. Other principal officers of the university are here seated. Please join me to welcome the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Administration, Professor Adesuwa Salami. Also here, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic, Professor David Izeko. The Registrar of the University, Mr. Demola Bobola, is here seated. Join me also to welcome the Bursar of the University, Dr. Victor Imade. We will now go pressman by pressman, starting with Mr. Sagogo. Please introduce yourself and your organization. You just pass the microphone on, please.
Mr. Global is my name, State Correspondent, People's Daily Newspaper, and Publisher of the Dispatch, and the Secretary of the Untitled Chapter of the Age.
Hello. Good morning, BC. My name is Mrs. Nefisha Tuyakubu, Chairman, Correspondent Chapter, and I report for the News Agency of Nigeria. Now.
My name is Titus Anide. I work with Daily Times, and I'm the Secretary of the Council.
Thank you. Good morning, Vice-Chancellor. I work with Bank Newspaper. Good morning, my name is Francis Nkwano. I work with Untitled Newspaper.
My name is Prof. I work for Benin.
Good morning, DC and other principal officers here. My name is Pius, so I'm with Independent Educational Radio.
Good morning, Lord. I'm with I write on the Nigerian.
Interest about I work with this daily newspaper.
Good morning, all. Joseph Kanjo, Leadership Newspaper.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Abel Kaluka. I write for the Punch.
Good morning, all. My name is Prof. I work for the Sun newspaper.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Usman Abdullah Bello. I write for the Short Newspaper.
I am October Mike Adrian, Principal Editor, Sparks News Nigeria.
Good morning, all. This is Salami, it's my name, of the Nation people.
Good morning, all. Here's something I know.
Good morning to you all. My name is Jude Apple. I report for the Nigerian Selection Authority.
Good morning, everybody. We give the name of this day.
Good morning, all. I am Ogotubi Selman, publisher of Campus List.
Good morning, all. My name is Mike Pedro. I write for the Guardian.
Good morning, I'm Fortunately, Radio Nigeria.
Good morning, I am Kunle Mahmoud. I am editor of the Ministry of the Youth.
Thank you, Madam Vice-Chancellor. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's now my singular privilege to invite Madam Vice-Chancellor to brief the press.
Officers of the university, all senior members of staff, dear present, gentlemen of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. distinguished ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Governing Council, Senate, staff and students of the University of Benin, I welcome you all to this press briefing ahead of the commemoration of the university's 46th and 47th Convocation, 54th Founders Day, and Golden Jubilee Awards celebration. This celebration is particularly significant because it falls within the golden era, 50 and 51 years of existence of the great university. Furthermore, today presents a unique moment in our history as we hold a combined convocation for graduates from the 2019-2020 and 2018-2019 academic session. The COVID had several events that could have been held last year, including our highly anticipated Golden Jubilee celebration. Notwithstanding, we thank God this year as we will roll out the drums to celebrate 50 years of existence and the amazing graduates who demonstrated resilience in the heat of all. On behalf of the University of Benin community, I thank you for being here. You could have been elsewhere, but you chose to be here today. We appreciate your continued interest and support for our great institution. It is now my pleasure to intimate you with the line-up of activities for this year's convocation and other matters of importance, and to solicit your support to ensure maximum publicity before, during, and after the ceremony. Monday, the 22nd November 2021. The event will start on Monday, 22nd November, will be with the installation of the new Chancellor, His Royal Majesty, Entrepreneurial, Professor James Achise Nonsa Ayesi Vitorti, who is the chairman of Convocation. The ceremony is slated for 10 a.m. and will be followed with the launching of the Golden Jubilee book titled 50 Years of the University of Benin, 1970 to 2020 at 1 p.m. Both events would hold in the indoor sports hall of the university. Tuesday, the 23rd of November 2021, day 2 of the celebration, which is the actual date of establishment of the university, will begin with an interdenominational service at 9 a.m. prompt. After that, the Founders Day festivities featuring the Founders Day lecture will hold at 11 a.m. The Founders Day lecture this year is one of our illustrious alumnus, Mr. Osaki Okomo, the Managing Director of Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria. Wednesday, the 24th, November 2021. On Wednesday of November, we are going to celebrate observing alumni and staff in the event who have tagged Uniben Heroes, Awards of Excellence and Productivity Awards. The time is 11 a.m. prompt, and the venue is our remodeled Akindeko Auditorium. Thursday, the 25th, November 2021, event for Thursday, 25th November will begin at 10 a.m. in the morning with the Convocation lecture to be delivered by Olumide Akata Esquire, President of the Nigerian Bar Association, who incidentally is also an alumnus of this great university. Presentation of prizes, awards of certificates, first degrees, and diplomas of all faculties will follow. The venue for this will be at the Decor Hall of the university. Saturday the 27th. On Saturday the 27th of November, which is the climax activities, are expected to commence at 8:30 a.m. in the morning with the inauguration of some recently completed projects, and these will include the 28th-room professorial building, Center of Educational Technology building, micro-teaching laboratory for the Faculty of Education, Food Science and Human Nutrition building, Faculty of Agriculture, Main Library Extension building phase 2. The convocation proper on Saturday will start at 10 a.m. with the presentation of prizes, awards of postgraduate diplomas, conferment of higher degrees of masters and doctorate, conferment of honorary degrees and professor emeritus. We will combine, with the combined 46 and 47 convocations, 5 distinguished personalities have been nominated by the Governing Council and Senate for honorary degree awards. The honoraries are number 1, Lieutenant General Theophilus Danjuma, who will get the Doctor of Letters. Number 2, Chief John Abigail Oyebu, who will get the Doctor of Sciences. The third is Dr. Natalia Tanya, who will get the Doctor of Sciences. The fourth is Mr. Oluwa Kemi Penihu, San, who will get the Doctor of Law. And the fifth, Dr. Thomas Udobe, who will also back the Doctor of Science. Also this year, the former Vice-Chancellor, Professor Osayuki Godwin Oshobi, will be invested as Professor Emeritus. We congratulate them all for the special recognition. Academic calendar. The university has operated the 2018, 2019, and 2019-2020 academic sessions on a relatively hitch-free note, post-COVID-19 and also industrial strike conditions. The 2 sessions had been compressed, even at great stress to the lecturers and students, in order to ensure that the students graduated in plan and that no student lost any year. We commend the lecturers and students for enduring this stress. At least today, everyone can smile as we turn out 2 sessions of graduates that have been found worthy in learning and character. For the 2018-2019 academic session, there are 8,996 successful graduates, while for the 2019-2020 session, 8,521 graduates made it to the finish line. The breakdown of results is as follows. For the 2018-2019, first class, 125. Second class, upper, 2,794. Second class lower, 4,950. Third class, 287, and pass degree, just 1. Diploma, 86. Other certificates, nil. Unclassified, 673. Distinction, nil. Credit, 70, and merit, 7, giving a total of 8,996. For the 2019-2020 academic session, first class, 150. Second class upper 2,631. Second class lower 5,248. Third class 118. Past degrees 21. For diploma, there are 86 of them. Certificates, nil. Unclassified, 204. Distinctions, 2. Credit, 54. And merit, nil. Bringing a total of 8,521. Higher degree graduates for 2018-2019 and 2019-2020 academic session. PhDs, 361. Masters, 2,511. Postgraduate diplomas, 556. Bringing that to a total of 3,428. This performance index is an indication of the high quality of products that the university is proud to lay claim to and to present in this year's convocation. We are confident that they will be worthy ambassadors. We congratulate them all. Academic reforms and milestones. In the past 1 year and 11 months, the university has witnessed a lot of academic reforms and recorded milestones worthy of celebrating. At the inception of this administration, a major source of concern was the growth in equilibrium in the ratio of teaching to non-teaching staff. Figures available put the teaching staff at 1,779, while the number of non-teaching staff was approximately 6,063. With the continuing embargo on employment, something drastic needed to be done to address the situation. The administration then began the process of sourcing from among non-teaching staff qualified persons who were subsequently redeployed to the teaching cadre. So far, over 250 of such qualified staff have been so redeployed to academics. The administration did not stop here, as out of today, over 200 adjunct lecturers have been appointed to bridge the gap in teaching positions. In the year under review, 5 major programs have been introduced. There are 2 undergraduate programs, music and psychology, 3 postgraduate programs, maternal and child health nursing, maternal and health nursing, maternal and child health nursing, or PhD in maternal and child health nursing. All these programs have gotten Senate approval, and the undergraduate ones have undergone resource verification by the National Universities Commission, NUC. While the postgraduate programs are currently awaiting accreditation by the National University Commission, NUC. It is worthy that the postgraduate programs are funded externally via the Center of Excellence of the Productive Health Initiative, CERE. Nearly all programs in the university have been fully accredited by the National Universities Commission, with only about 12 awaiting accreditation out of the 118 existing programs. In fact, all the 22 programs recently accredited by the NUC were scored 85 and above. We thank all the staff who made this feat possible. Another reform instituted by this administration is the appointment of an academic staff to the rank of professor as the Director of Academic Planning Division of the university. No doubt that these may have been responsible for the excellent accreditation performance. The appointment also puts to the end the controversy of appointing a non-teaching staff to oversee academic planning. In the period under consideration, the Directorate of Grants and Research Management was established. The efforts of the Directorate has in such a short time resulted in the award of TEFON National Research Fund grants to 13 groups in the university in 2021 as against one in 2020. Furthermore, in cases of more than 500 students who had overstayed in the university were looked into by Senate and granted amnesty to graduate from the system. We have also introduced a method whereby certificates of graduates are available for collection right from the day of the convocation. We have successfully introduced the blended teaching method through e-learning and physical teaching process as a fallout of the COVID-19 pandemic. To achieve that, a Directorate of Quality Assurance was established to standardize academic activities and ensure quality service delivery across all academic programs in the university. Intellectual vibrancy has been enhanced in the university with the organization of inaugural lectures every fortnight to give an opportunity to professors who have made significant researches and breakthroughs in their areas of specialization to showcase them. This has ensured that the university community and indeed the town know that we are doing and how much the researchers are contributing to the development of this community. Advancement of information technology, ICT. The advancement of information technology has been a major focus of the university in the past 2 years. This could not have been otherwise in view of the necessity for increased virtual interaction in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. To this end, a lot of efforts and resources have been channeled to acquire state-of-the-art facilities and to upgrade the ICT CRP units, paying special attention to e-learning to ensure that lecturers and students benefit from a seamless and flexible process. Thus, they can access lectures at their convenience and safety. The university, in addition to existing platforms, had added modular Microsoft Teams and Google Classrooms. Recently, an online computer-based test, CBT, Lab 2020 Instrumental Access Grant for the provision of laboratory equipment. Abu Samad Education Grant. Earlier this year, the University of Benin was nominated among 6 universities and presented with a letter for the 1 billion naira education grant by the Abu Samad Rabiu ASR African Initiative in recognition of the Institute's high quality of service delivery. The grant, when redeemed, is expected to be utilized for the construction of a new state-of-art technology center as well as ultra-modern student affairs edifice. The university is grateful to the chairman of WAGO, Alhaji Abu Saddam Rabiu, for the wonderful consideration. Centers of Excellence. The university has continued to maintain excellent standards in the implementation of its core mandates of teaching, learning, and research. No wonder it has been designated a Center of Excellence in the following fields of academic attainment. 1. Center of Excellence in Reproductive Health Initiative SERI, World Bank sponsored. 2. Center of Excellence in Geosciences and Petroleum Engineering, Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria sponsored. Center of Excellence in Aquaculture and Food Technology, TechFund sponsored. Center of Excellence in Innovation and Research Development, TechFund sponsored. Center of Excellence in Sustainable Procurement, Environmental and Social Standard Enhancement, World Bank sponsored. The last 3 of these centers of excellence were realized under the current administration. Development of infrastructure, beautification of the environment. The earliest preoccupation of this administration was the creation of an enabling environment for the realization of the core objective of the university, which are teaching, learning, and research. To achieve that goal, a total overhaul and beautification of the entire campuses of Kubawa and Ekema became inevitable. Today, the new look of the university is the first statement to staff, students, and visitors that they are here for serious and most rewarding education business because the atmosphere is beautiful, serene, inviting, welcoming, and free from distraction. Innovation and repenting of projects. The importance of the good general outlook of the university was also extended to the renovation of dilapidated structures and repainting of defaced buildings. The earliest structures to be renovated were the University Staff School, USS, and the University Demonstration Secondary School, UDSS. The block of flats in the staff quarters, which has been nicknamed Small London. The faculties of Management Sciences, Arts, Social Sciences, Environmental Sciences, Law, Library Complex, Bursary Complex, the administrative blocks, housing the Vice-Chancellor's office and registry have also received attention. 9 blocks, including the administrative building, have been repainted at the Ekema campus. We must place on record here the commendable contribution of the university's alumni who responded in large number to the Vice-Chancellor's donate a bucket appeal. Their kind donations have ensured that many buildings in the university now bear improved look. Renovation of hostels and rehabilitation of intra-campus roads. As part of the drive for adequate housekeeping also, a palliative action has deteriorated over the years was undertaken. Management efforts were subsequently complemented by the Edo State government under the leadership of our indefatigable governor, Godwin Obaseki, when a more comprehensive rehabilitation of the hostels became expedient in the wake of the National Sports Festival Edo 2020, hosted by our own dear state, Edo State. The Edo State government has also, in its magnanimity, embarked on the asphalting of the major roads on campus. We cannot thank His Excellency and his team enough. Ongoing construction projects. In response to the desire for more needed key infrastructure, the following projects have been attracted to the university in the first 1 year and 11 months. In spite of the destruction of the COVID-19 pandemic, the projects have reached advanced stages. 1. Construction and finishing of a 28-office professorial complex sponsored by Techford. 2. Construction of a 28-office self-contained hostel for international students sponsored by Techford. 3. Construction and finishing of the Center of Excellence in Aquaculture and Food Technology building sponsored by Techford. Center of Excellence in Innovation and Research Development Hub sponsored by Techford. Construction of a new laboratory building for the Department of Radiology sponsored by Techford. The Uniben 250 capacity medical students lecture theater located in UBTV and sponsored also by Techford. Construction of 2 new student hostels for male and female sponsored by Techford. Legacy building for the Center of Excellence in Geosciences and Petroleum Engineering sponsored by Shell Petroleum Development Company of Nigeria. Others include installation of 1,500 capacity auditorium seats and provision of lecture computer by Techford. Construction and furnishing of 3 lecture theaters sponsored by Techford. Construction of a lecture hall for the College of Medicine by the federal government, which was awarded in September 2021 and work has since commenced. Construction of optometry building. This is a federal government sponsored project, also has commenced since September 2021. Projects executed through IGR and Goodwill include 1. Purchase of compactor, tractor, lawnmowers, waste disposable truck, and tipper. 2. Commencement of construction work at the primary school building in the Okewa campus, awarded in 2012. Raising the fence of the bank road to boost security on campus. Remodeling of Archideco Auditorium in line with the modern trends and practicability. Construction of a new park for intra-campus transportation with modern facilities such as conveniences, security posts, relaxation house, etc. Asphalt overlaying on some field portion of the intra-campus roads. Our efforts have been complemented by the Edo State government's assistance. Rehabilitation and furnishing of offices and lecture theaters. Purchase of 3 units of Toyota Yaris vehicles fitted with gadgets for campus sensitization on COVID-19. Projects carried over from previous administration and revived include the Faculty of Agriculture Phase 1, awarded in 2008. College of Medical Sciences Complex, 500 capacity lecture hall for Okewa campus, main library Building Phase 2, which was awarded in 2013. Construction and furnishing of the Center of Educational Technology Building, awarded in 2017. Construction and furnishing of micro-teaching laboratory by the Faculty of Education, awarded in 2017 and is now completed. Construction of food science and human nutrition building, Faculty of Agri, awarded in 2019. Center for Entrepreneurial Development, CED, Distinguished Gentlemen of Press. The Univen Center of Entrepreneurial Development, CED, has continued to be a source of pride as the center wears what is strong in the task of redirecting the talents and energy of our students positively. Students from different faculties and departments are enrolled into the CED program to undergo vocational training in fashion designing, hairdressing, catering, photography, and business center management. These vocational trainings are expected to prepare the students and make them self-sufficient to become employers of labor rather than job seekers. Staff and student welfare high points. Staff are being paid their entitlement and approved claims promptly, and issues of delayed promotion has been resolved. Staff training has received a boost in the last 1 year following the erasing of COVID-19 restrictions. Conferences and seminars are supported by this administration financially and otherwise. We have introduced a monthly interest assessed by every department in the university to address the challenges in providing basic needs for departments. Student welfare is also prioritized by this administration, which has ensured that students enjoy the basic comfort of regular electricity and water supply while residing in livable hostels. Many classrooms have been repainted and broken down furniture fixed. All students on their part have continued to demonstrate resilience and focus, while some of them have brought glory to the university by winning laurels in competition organized within and outside the state. Only recently, students of the Faculty of Pharmacy won the trophy for the Benin Common News Inter-School Debate held at the University of Lillian, Akwa Ibom State. Also, our School of Nursing came first in the Nigerian Medical Students Association Games, which took place in Port Harcourt, Rivers State last week. I'd like to remind each and every one of us here that my belief of leadership is not about being the smartest in the room or doing things by myself, but expanding one's ability of setting very clear strategic vision, creating an atmosphere for continued learning and maximizing one's likelihood of success by scaling one's execution with the right strategic partnership. Leadership is about listening to and working hand in hand with each and every member of our community, which includes students, academic and non-academic staff, principal officers, and indeed our neighboring communities. I thank you and welcome those who continue to share constructive ideas on how best the University of Benin can continue to evolve and become our leaders. Let me round up this presentation by clearly stating that I have one goal and one mission, which is not to have a good version of the University of Benin and not to have a better version of the University of Benin, but to deliver the best version of the University of Benin. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, there are many that we may not cover in this book. We all do as friends and watchdog of society to continue to take positive interest in our university and to support all that we are doing to rewrite the history of the university positively. Once again, I thank you for coming and thank you for your attention.
We thank you so very much, Madam Vice-Chancellor. No wonder you are a teacher. At some point I said, let me call her this one to go and bring water. I said, no, I trust Madam Lillian. Thank you very much, ma'am. We are indeed very proud of you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press, may I now invite the NUJ. First of all, we have copies of the address, and then our magazine produced by the documentation unit of our university. May I now invite the chairman of the Nigerian Union of Journalists, Sir Roland Mutakwe, to give a very brief remark on behalf of the journalists here today.
The Vice-Chancellor of the University of Benin, our magnificent and most beautiful and dynamic professor, I wonder when my men, my colleagues will look at me whenever I say she's beautiful. It's not a lie. I will say that we will just decide to take our leave, but it is very, very pertinent that one person cannot make up the dialogue. That is why we have to also react from this way. I will say that I will want to say all what I want to say, because this might be my last time to preside in this kind of meeting before my exit from the office next month, because I have made 2 terms in my office, and the election for the NUJ will be coming up in December. So as for December 19, another person will be there. First of all, on behalf of the distinguished gentlemen of the press, even when they are oppressed somewhere, but we still remain gentlemen of the press, we want to send our appreciation to the VC and the management of the school, because we have never asked for anything from any UG that the VC have not obliged. Our children, when they wrote the JAM exam and the pursuit of the institution, we came and said, VC, please, these are our children. We may not be rich like every other debate. We are sure that they will cross the pass mark. But the cutoff, that is where you should elevate us a little. And I tell you, the list we gave to the VC, all our children, they were all admitted. Nobody, any person that have a reasonable sense and the person sees is not blind, we see that the campus, this institution, has been transformed, has been beautified. The job is no other person but the VC in action. The VC, we want to thank you is now being recognized worldwide for its certification and academics. Please, you are the maker of this. We want to thank you. Yes, it is not only the certification. The Unipen workers, they have now come out in a very big way that we cannot compete with any other water in the market. So this is thank you for that. Even when we are not getting complimentary in any UJ event, we hope that maybe that's what to be. So, all what you have said, this great achievement for this year convocation program, we pray to God that, yes, God will give you more time to carry out all these programs. Because it is for the very first time that I can hear all these achievements, all the new courses that have been introduced into the institution. Very first time. And we are very, very much happy for that. On behalf of my members, we don't know what to say. Because if we say we want to thank you very much, if we say we want to thank you very much, you may ask us that we cannot just come here and be thanking you. You may ask us, why have we not gone to Abuja? Don't we know what the poor Ghana must go? So instead of making the thanks of orally, we say, go and bring Ghana must go. For what to know that you are serious. So thank you, Mr. BC. But I want to also quickly draw our attention to the money on some of our politicians in respect of anthrax. The school is going, but there is nowhere we can cry to. So let us do this something and pay some of our politicians or the money on them in respect of the anthrax carried for them on behalf of the school. The library, our conference hall, which this great institution renovated, it has not been, the engineer has not given us the key to enter there, because I would have loved to enjoy that place before I go. So please, our library is still under lock and key. Having said that, I'm very, very happy on behalf of my distinguished members of the press. We want to thank you, and we also want to pray that God will give you the enablement and wish to continue with this vision which you have for this great institution. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Madam Vice-Chancellor. Thank you, Principal Officers of our great university. Thank you, gentlemen of the press. Thank you, committee members. Madam Vice-Chancellor, you may wish to take your leave now. Thank you. Please remain seated for item 7. Let it go round before you leave, please. And then, a gentleman of the press, see Eddie. Where is Eddie? Okay, so please see Eddie. Correspondence chapel, you are a group. If you are not under correspondence chapel, there's also